Cure to boredom. I have cured boredom. That is the topic of today's video. But first, let me have a little itty bitty piece of your validation today. So please, if you're on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. If you are on any other platform, please interact on that platform with the available tools that that platform provides, whether that's a like or a heart or an emoji. I don't care. Just share some love to the channel as I go into the topic of today's video, which is how to cure boredom. I don't know how you guys are bored. I have no clue how in 2019 anybody could possibly be bored. And I'll tell you why. There's a Kendrick Lamar song called Don't Blow My High. You should listen to it. It's a good song. But one of the lines in the song is, look at my life and look at yours. Get some ambition. Why are you bored? And that kind of encapsulates the whole ethos of the way that I live my life and a way that a small percentage of people in today's society are living their life. Like, there is no reason for you to be bored when there is so much abundant information, opportunity, and success available to you. Now, let me always preface anything that I say on this channel. You are going to have to put in a significant amount of moderate work for a long period of time to make most dreams come to fruition, especially when we're talking to all of the different things you can find in the online milieu, let's call it, okay? It'll take you a couple of years. But dude, it's relatively easy in that you could be taking an hour or two out of your day and just getting some ambition to see all these opportunities available to you. There's just I wake up in the morning and I'm like overstimulated. I am tortured not by self-doubt. I'm not tortured by boredom. I'm not tortured by the malaise of life that many people are tortured by. I'm tortured by not being able to execute all the ideas that are in my head. And it's not that I'm an executing type of person. So that just tells you how many different ideas go throughout my mind all day. Like the typical person, so here's a good thing to first make a switch. First, it's going to be hard for you to implement some of the things you learn. But at least, at the minimum, you could become a better consumer of information. Most people aren't even good consumers of information. What do most people do? Netflix. Watching some show that's not going to provide value to your life. Bullshit on your phone. BS on your phone. Right? So, like you, I'm similar to you in that I realize that I am a slave to the entertainment and technology available to us. So I'm like, all right, I'm a slave to it, but let me at least put it towards some productive ends. So I probably consume just about as much media and technology as everyone else, but I do it in a different way. When I'm at home watching TV, you know what's on my TV? Today I was watching some random video about how to buy rental properties and start investing some cash you have saved into rental properties. Then it jumped into the rabbit hole of, you know, YouTube just puts you in a rabbit hole. There was another one talking about how you can go to people and create deals with landlords to start renting out their properties on Airbnb and taking a half of those profits. Then I'm jumping on Twitter and I'm following people who just give away really good business ideas for free all the time. There's different personal development accounts I follow that I'm just picking up little nuggets and sifting and putting it into my brain. And when I'm in the car on the way somewhere, when I'm in the car on the way to go work out, I'm listening to some YouTube video about some cool new thing I want to try. Then, when I'm working out, I might have something in my ear, podcast, audiobook, YouTube video. Then on the way back, I'm doing it. Then if I'm walking somewhere, I'm going to do it. And then when I'm standing in line at Chipotle like I was today, I was looking up this video on how to start a Shopify store while I'm in line. So I spend a ton of time consuming content. Like, even I need to create more than I consume, but at least start consuming good stuff and realize how much available opportunity there is for you. Like, it's insane. It is insane. The new celebrities of our time are not going to be actors and famous musicians. They're going to be little kids and teenagers on YouTube. Like, right now, there's little kids and teenagers on YouTube who like make videos of themselves farting, and they are millionaires. Like, that's the world we live in. For better or worse, we are in these times where who knows how long the window is going to stay open, to where you can simply just start to experiment with putting yourself out there and just interacting with this technology and cobbling it together to make something happen for your life. So in my case, I was very interested in writing. So I followed the writing path and kind of did it as a hobby. And then as I got traction, became more serious about it until it turned into a career. Now, I love running my mouth on YouTube and will start a podcast. Like, I don't know how much this YouTube channel is going to grow. Right now, I'm just having fun with it. It's just fun. Like, too many people are like way too results oriented with what they want to get out of something. Like, you're already wasting your time. Just at least waste it more productively. Like, maybe I'm not going to get exact perfect ROI from my YouTube videos based on the time, but it's fun. It's just fun to try to articulate the same thoughts that I have in writing onto a different medium. And since I'm a naturally ambitious person, taking on new projects and experimenting with them isn't hard for me. It's fun. And what you'll notice in your life is that as you learn to increase your ambition, you're going to start, it's going to be easier for you to continue to spiral that off into other avenues. So I have one career that I built the foundation of everything on, writing. And I found that interest, and I built up that ambition to where now I have a certain level of baseline motivation and productivity that, without arrogance, like compared to the general population, is insanely high. And I wasn't always like that. I used to be very lazy. I've told you the stories about my laziness. I told you the story when I once paid my friend to wash my dishes for me because I was too stoned to do it myself, and then the next time my dishes piled up, I threw them away and bought paper plates. So don't get it twisted. I've been on the other side too. But like I always talk about, I aligned myself with something that I was interested in and did it as a hobby, let it grow over time, and then see what happens. And there's no downside to trying these things. Very little downside, at least. You can open up a Shopify store for $30 a month and start drop shipping, testing how to sell products. Granted, if you really want it to be successful, it might take an investment of more like a couple $1,000s. But almost everyone wastes a couple $1,000s a year on BS that has no opportunity to improve their life. Just add up all of your weekend tabs, going out to the bar, going out to eat, going to the movies, buying clothes you don't need. Tab that up and you have a startup seed fund, my friend. Okay? You have a startup seed fund, literally, with the money and time that you blow doing things that don't contribute to your life. And there's just so many opportunities. There's Shopify, there is real estate, there is writing, there is affiliate marketing, there is becoming a freelancer, there's becoming a content marketer, becoming a copywriter, learning to design, learning to code, becoming a photographer, becoming a virtual assistant, becoming an event planner, becoming a caterer, becoming a meal prep service, becoming a fitness coach, becoming a nutritionist, becoming so many different things. Like, the barriers, for better or worse, the barrier to entry is gone. It's gone. This is now the future is going to be you are the CEO of you. And it's kind of strange, right? It's kind of strange that we live in this world now where there are people who are kind of just their own little island and other people just kind of look into their island and see what they're doing, and it somehow turns into something that can be beneficial. It's like it's happening, and there's a version of that that could be good for you. I don't know exactly what that version is. It's not going to be the same as mine. It could be in a totally different industry. I saw something as random as like a dentist, a guy who was a dentist. He started learning marketing, and he built a marketing company only for dentists, and he targeted dentists. So he was like, okay, I know the ins and out of the dental business. I'm, doing pretty well with my practice, but I want to grow my practice and make more money. So the dentist started learning marketing stuff just to increase his own practice. And then he increased his practice, and he's like, oh, this might be relatable to other dentists. And then he made that. So that's a simple, I just came up with a business model for you right there. What industry do you work in? If you're in insurance, figure out how to market your insurance company, grow that, and then reach out to other insurance companies and say, hey, I worked at an insurance company and I helped grow their marketing. Now I can do it for you. That applies to almost anything that you can fathom. They're basically, you can start up a marketing agency from scratch. There are millions of free and paid courses that you can take to learn how to start a marketing agency from scratch. And the thing about all of these different resources, both free and paid, is honestly, they are worth the investment of time and money. Most people just don't follow through them. Like I've actually gone through the majority of online courses I've been in, and I actually finish them, and they're really good. I mean, you see me, I'm the product of those. I get to do what I want day in and day out from that knowledge. So get some ambition. Why are you bored? There are so many different possibilities, and it's kind of like there's the idea of the paradox of choice where too many options stresses us out too. It's like we're always stressed. We ain't got no money, no connections, nothing going on, and we're stressed. And then we see opportunities over here. Oh, there's too many to pick from. I'm stressed. Well, pick what stress you want. You want the stress of not doing anything, or you want the stress of maybe too many options, and then you try some things and then it doesn't work, and then you try some other things and then they work a little bit, and then you kind of struggle your way to success. Like, man, we're all struggling anyways, myself included. Life is inherently a struggle. You might as well make it a fun struggle. You might as well add some ambition. And like I always say, I can't reach into your heart across this computer and turn on that key of motivation for you for the first step. I can't make you sit down and draw out your business plan, step one. I can't make you open up the document and write out that blog post, step one. I can't make you turn on the camera and shoot that first video for the channel. I can only tell you what's on the other side and try to just motivate and inspire you to get on the other end, because trust me, dude, I know how hard it is to get things off the ground. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't want to send an unbalanced message. It's hard to get things off of the ground. But like I talk about, ambition has a way of self-perpetuating. So while it's hard for anyone, me or anyone else included, to do anything other than provide enough background and insights to get you to take that first step, I can promise you there will come a point where your ambition will snowball, and then you'll become like me. I am not bored, ever. Ever. I am never bored. Like, that's a weird thing to say. I am never bored. I never find myself idle wondering what I should do next. And it comes with its own challenges, but it's a lot better than what I used to be like, sitting in my house smoking weed all day, bored, not knowing what to do, screwing my life up. So either way, you're gonna have to deal with challenges. Might as well make them good challenges. And either way, you're pretty much a slave to consumption anyway. So you might as well consume material that's gonna help fuel your ambition so that you can take more steps. All right, there you have it. That is the cure to boredom. Another cure to boredom: if you have some free idle time, might want to read a book about reinventing yourself from somebody who's bored into a blossoming swan of productivity who gets it done and has more ambition in their life. You 2.0, all platforms. I will be talking more about the new book coming out. It's called Real Help, and the tentative title of that is A No Fluff, no BS, honest guide to self-improvement. It's the culmination of everything I've learned in the past 5 years, and I'm trying to do similar to what I'm doing on this channel, give you the whole guideline to self-improvement and transforming your life with none of the BS and fake promises included. Stay tuned for that. More videos to come. I will continue to help you fuel your ambition as long as you come and watch these videos. Thank you very much.